For pastoralists, traceability remains a big challenge.
Electronic tracking tunaona atatusaidia kwa sababu hata ng'ombe ikiibwa na wakora, hata kibereka mpaka huko kijijini Nairobi itafuatiliwa, hata kibereka kila sehemu inaweza fuatiliwa.
If right now we are not using any electronic tracking device, we're just using human beings to be able to look for hoof marks, follow them, and then we have been able to return cattle. If we are able to do that, what would be difficult about going to an area where electronically the chips show the cows are there? Let us just introduce those electronic chips, and I assure you, you will see very good results. In fact, the cattle rustling would be a thing of the past. That one I can assure you.
But for farmers who do ranching, that may not be a big challenge.
We have other means of tracing our own beef. That's easily done because we breed the animal here, and so it's going from birth to slaughter to the consumer. We know exactly where it's come from. We buy in 1,500 head of cattle from community conservancies from northern Kenya, Samburu, Borana district, about 1,500 animals every year. Now, we need to find a better traceability means for those cattle to know exactly where they've come from, because we bring them here for fattening, slaughter, and then market in Nairobi. At the moment, we're exporting very little beef. There is a bit of export going on, not from here, but from Kenya. And countries who are buying beef require that traceability and will do so more and more. So we need the government input and support to try and get every animal that's bred within Kenya amongst the communities, the pastures, to be identified at birth, and that ID followed through to slaughter. It needs to be done, and with that one can control these diseases.
In Kiserian, Kajiado County, we meet yet another rancher, Kone Olesein, operating the Rimpa Estate Limited. We sought to find out how they identify their animals.
We used to brand them, we don't do them anymore. We do have tags, and that's basically for AI, but we do have great herders. We count our cows every day, but a herder can easily come in and tell you so-and-so is not missing. I mean, so-and-so is missing. And because our land is fenced, we know at all times where the cows are. And the herdsman is supposed to be with the cows all the time.
This ranch specializes in beef cattle. It is a breeding farm.
My father started all this. We had zebus in the 60s, and then he changed them to Sywell, which is just crossbreeding until they became pure. And then from Sywell, he did the Simmentals. And he basically did that because he felt that they grow real fast and they have better beef meat than the local breeds.
Finally, in this show, we sample your feedback. Nderitu Ashira says, creating and accessing a farm or animal profile is useful to the farmer, the marketer, and the consumer. Stephen adds, this practice should be applied in all sectors that are involved in production to curb substandard products. Moskam observes, I bet this would be the end of cattle rustling in Kenya. Regarding branding, Dr. Kennedy Wameo says, from an animal welfare point of view, we do not advocate hot iron brand. It destroys leather quality. But Wameo at the same time says, however, as a country, hot iron is still most accessible and tamper-proof. Ear tags get lost. Kiko Asalam tells of those opposed to branding, noting that among the Somali community, each clan has its own branding mark. That feedback segment brings us to the end of this two-part series on beef cattle farming in Kenya. Join us again next week, same time, same channel, for another informative episode.